everyone. Welcome. We're back again with another Zoom oil talk. As always, we like to get this party started with some oils. So break out an oil. We'll do a couple breaths to get ourselves into this space and this time. I got rose tonight.
Ooh, rose. I got
Yeah.
eucalyptus.
Ooh, yay. I love this stuff. Oh, it's just such goodness. All right, let's take a couple breaths.
Mine had the label of Whisper and it was Petitgrain.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's not a great smell. That's not one of my
So
favorites.
I'm just going to sniff a bottle instead. And are you okay?
Oh.
Child tripped into the house.
Oh, okay.
We have a big pile of boxes there.
Yeah, that
Okay,
happens.
sorry, guys. Let's try this again.
Okay. So let's take some deep breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Again, inhale. Release, let it go. Smell those beautiful aromas. One more time, third time's a charm. Deep inhale. And release. That's so nice. I hope everyone's doing that many times throughout the day. I'm not. And I need to remind myself to do that. Okay, so let's get started. So when I travel, probably the first thing that goes into my suitcase is this bad boy right here. I do not travel without my diffuser because as soon as we go into a hotel room, I go in first, and that might be a little bit of my OCD, but I take my On Guard, my DDR Prime spray bottle, and I douse the heck out of everything. Everything. Door handles, light switches, remote controls, every surface, and the whole time we're traveling, I have the diffuser pumping out. Whatever, On Guard or lavender at night, I switch it up, but just doing that is cleaning airborne pathogens and making the room smell nice. And as a family of 5, sometimes if we're in a one hotel room, that can be a little nerve-wracking. So I like to throw some serenity and balance and just keep everybody vibing good. So that's first and foremost. I douse the heck out of every surface, and I always keep that diffuser going. And what I find when we're traveling is new environment, new routines. We get a lot of stomach issues, new foods, new climate sometimes. And so I will always bring the Digestin and some veggie caps because you can just throw a couple drops and take that. You can also just rub the Digestin on your belly or smell it from the bottle. Taking it internally is definitely going to make you feel better quicker. That's just based on our personal experience. And then it's kind of same lines of that I like to take peppermint, especially on like a road trip. I have a diffuser in my car, so I have that going all the time. But if you don't, you can take some cotton balls and put on a couple drops of peppermint, put it in the vents, and your whole car will smell nice. This helps with headaches and nausea and motion sickness, etc. Gives you energy, a ton of stuff. So I like to take that. And then lavender, because it's just so versatile. I try to pack light when I travel, and I definitely take more than just what I'm mentioning, but just thinking off the top of my head, bug bites, minor, and, first aid, lavender can really take care of a lot of that stuff while also calming everyone down. So I love how versatile these oils are, right? And I kind of feel like they all are. They're all kind of killing germs. They're all kind of making us happy. They're really versatile. So I think that's about all that I am going to share with, because there are so many different things to consider when we leave our home. But that I feel safe. I feel like I am creating a very beautiful, aromatic environment while killing germs. So who wants to go next? Leanne or Karen? What do you guys do? Here.
So we do a surprising amount, not surprising. We do a lot of things that are very similar. No, it's not surprising. I use, so we're staying at a hotel when we sell the house, on the 28th to the 29th. And I've already been thinking about our journey because it's making me a little bit anxious. So I'm going to spray down everything with On Guard. When I run out, I make my own using 150 proof alcohol Everclear, so you can do that, but I'm sure that I will go through the room and I will have my diffuser on. For airborne, wild orange is an excellent oil to have diffusing throughout the room. I'm bringing Purify. I love the smell. I cannot stand they often spray hotel rooms with Febreze.
Yeah.
And it makes me have to sneeze or stuffy. There's something in that.
One too.
Yeah.
I'm very sensitive to that one too.
And I feel like when I diffuse Purify, it takes it all out of the air and just settles it on the ground. So I think that's why I hit Purify for that. My kids love the Digest Sun roller bottle. So we use that a lot on our tummies. So that and the peppermint we can't do it without. In our car for my kids, I have noticed if I diffuse lemon, lime, wild orange, bergamot, the car rides are much smoother. So those are my kind of go-tos in the car. Whisper for the mama.
Yeah.
And on my pillow at night, Serenity.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
Nice.
that's our go-to. And I've been using Beautiful as my perfume.
Me
So
too. Every day. I love
Mhm.
that one.
I do too.
The warm
My body seems to absorb it quickly.
Mine too.
So I just keep on sticking it on, but other people can smell it. I just can't.
Yeah. We get used to it because
I think so.
everywhere I go, people are like, "What's that smell?" And I don't smell nothing. I'm like, "It might be me. Probably is me."
Probably. I just put it over the petitgrain and it took that smell away, and I think it almost enhanced the smell.
Nice.
So
Actually,
have to watch that.
I think I heard that just recently, petitgrain and whisper. Because
Really?
I have petitgrain and I don't like it. So
Okay. Hey, Jill.
I put the two together and it wasn't bad. Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you, Karen. Those are
You're
great tips.
welcome.
Really good tips. Lee Aaron, you do a lot of travel, girls. So I know you have a whole
yes.
protocol.
We do a lot of camping. So between March and November, we camp once a month.
Wow.
So once a month, preferably during my husband's 4-day break because that's the easiest time to go. So I've got my little bag, and it's got all my stuff in it. And I am going to also take my, my nose is itching. My Deep Blue, I'm out of my little packets, but my Deep Blue. So if you're a camper and a hiker, you definitely want to take your Deep Blue with you because your muscles are going to ache, especially if you're tent camping and you're sleeping on the ground or even an air bed, you can get those achy backs. I always bring my witch hazel. That's my new friend. I bring witch hazel with me everywhere.
What are you using that for, Leanne?
Witch hazel?
Yeah.
Bug bites, along with the lavender and eucalyptus. See, my mini me just said bug bites because she knows.
Yeah.
Where's my lavender? There it is. So in my little
those big welts, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we like to make the baking soda rub when we are camping. If we get the bug bites, we add the lavender and the eucalyptus, and then after the baking soda rub hardens, we wash it off. We put some witch hazel on.
We did talk about that. Yeah.
Eucalyptus.
Oh, that's good.
Awesome. So that's in my bag. Of course, in order to prevent bug bites, we have the Terra Shield. And we have our On Guard toothpaste. and our On Guard sanitizer. We don't really need a lot of On Guard while we're out in the woods, but you know, if we have to use a public bathroom, then that's what we need. And then we also have, if we start feeling the snifflies while we're out there, because you're around all those pines and bleh, you can use your Breathe to help open up your airway, along with using a little bit of On Guard to maybe get rid of the scratchy throats. We like the peppermint for headaches, and then the digestion for the upset stomachs. Also versatile, you can take your peppermint and your lavender and mix it with a carrier oil or a lotion, or even if you want to mix it with the witch hazel, if you get a little sunburn, spritz your back, spritz your arms. The peppermint helps to cool, and the lavender helps to heal.
Yeah.
These two are so versatile.
Yeah.
I just love them. But other than that, I did forget one. Karen's favorite, Purify.
Yeah. Yeah. We all have the same. That's actually kind of cool. That means we're, we're doing it, girls. Yeah, that Purify is so nice. It really does zap out every smell in the air. And that's probably my go-to for it's off topic, but my wool dryer balls, I put Purify all the time. And my linens and clothes smell so good. Well, that's good. Yeah, it looks like we all, when we go traveling, we're thinking about the same kind of stuff, germs and bugs and, burns from the sun or whatever. So, you don't need a lot, but that little bit does offer so much protection, immunity boosting and protection. And yeah, I cannot travel without my oils. So that's wonderful. Do we have any questions? I'm going to just unmute you, Karen, and we could just chat away. But if anyone wants to chime in, you can do so, or you can type in the chat bar and we can answer any questions. But I think that covers pretty much easy, travel tips. And I wanted to switch gears a little bit and talk about the business side of this, because there's been a lot of interest, but I hear so many people are like, oh, I don't want to sell and I don't want to be a business. I don't want to, I don't want to do that, but they're very interested in the oils and loving the oils. And honestly, this business part, as you girls know, came later. I used the oils personally for years and years without ever pursuing the business. And this kind of just happened because that was the plan, right? But I feel like the easiest way, and please chime in if you ladies have any other, it's okay. We have dogs and pets or dogs and kids in all of our houses, right? Just starting to think about building, even just starting to go down this journey. I feel like the easiest thing is to get a membership, get your monthly order set up. And in that monthly order, you can pick, you can customize whatever. And it's so easy to do. Usually when I start to play around with my LRP, it's up to $500-$600 before I realize, because that's how quickly supplements, clean products, everything. So what we like to encourage people to do is look at what you're spending already, and then flip that bottle over and look at the chemical components of whatever that is, and then just do a comparison. You're going to find that doTERRA products are way cheaper. That's such a misconception that the oils are expensive, because I have saved so much money by using the products. They last a long time, as well as making my own with the oils, making my own soaps and making my own detergent sometimes. It depends on what I have going on. But I really feel like that is the best way, is to start that monthly order. Make it at least 125 PV, so you're always getting your free product of the month. And then if you're interested in building, prior to that, or, depending on what your goals are, do you want to just get your oils free? Do you want to generate some income? Do you want to make this a part-time or full-time job? It's up to you, or just use them, in your family. So ladies, do you have any recommendations for people who are interested in starting the doTERRA business or even just living the doTERRA way?
Well, Karen's been doing it for so much longer.
Yeah.
I think the real thing is you start using them and then they just become part of your lifestyle because they are so life-changing,
And
they really,
I think
since we have gotten rid of bathroom chemicals,
Mhm.
we had to do that because the twins had RSV as babies, so we couldn't use any harsh chemicals around the house. We have a really hard time with anything synthetic anymore.
Mhm.
And that's amazing. That's wonderful. That's great. I wish it was the same with me and sugar. If I give that up, I still look forward to it. But it's not so
You're
with.
not alone, my friend. You're not alone in that. Yeah, it's I think like you said, just using it, just starting to use the oils, starting to use the products, and then you change, right? Because I'm the same way. And you're talking to someone. I used to clean with straight Clorox bleach. I would be on my hands and knees, have severe headaches, and I mean, life is so much more enjoyable without all those harsh chemicals, because it really does make a difference. As I was telling you ladies before, the new yoga studio I'm working at, I was very adamant that my oils had to come with me because I understand that, we have to use chemicals, especially now because of everything that's going on. But I need that peace of mind, knowing how powerful these oils are and what they can do to boost our immunity and eliminate environmental and seasonal threats completely. So
I use
how compliant does that sound,
a
girl?
lot of Norwex cloths at home.
Yeah.
I like a scent.
Yeah.
And, that scent can be very calming to our household, or, it can be proactive towards germs that come. So I love combining both of them for our cleaning. And
Yeah.
to me, they're together. It's a package deal. It isn't one over the other.
Good. Good. And what about you, Leanne? Do you have any tips? You kind of just got started. When did you start your doTERRA business officially?
No, I mean, when I signed on 8 years ago with Karen, I signed in on as a business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 8 years, and I've, here and there I'll have a customer, but I've never pursued it full time because I was working full time. I was helping to raise a kid. The evil child. And I personally like to be able to have the discount, because after that time of ordering, I finally got my 30%, and I love that. I didn't 125 PV every month because I just couldn't afford that, but I would order something every single month. If it was just one thing, I ordered something every single month. Or my mom would say, hey, I want this. And I finally have gotten her own account. Yay. But it's been 8 years for me to, finally and say, you know what, I really need to do this. And it was actually Monica and Karen and Renee that said, let's do this all together and let's get this off the ground, because times are changing, and we need to
be ready for a change.
Time.
Yeah.
I know. And I'm so glad that, my daughter and my husband are like, okay, where's the eucalyptus? Where's the lavender? Where's the On Guard? And knowing that that's what we need to use versus the chemical stuff. And, using the all natural bug spray or the On Guard cleaner, it's just so much better for all of us.
Isn't it so nice? Like, I used to despise putting those chemicals, the DEET and all that. on my skin because I felt like I have to wash this off immediately. Now we spray the oils, we don't get bit, and then, I mean, I'll jump in my bed and go to sleep, no problem, knowing that it's all plant-based, it smells delightful. But yeah, that's a good point about what you made. There's never any minimum. So when we say, you know, get your own account, get your order going, we understand that's not feasible for everybody, and we work with you wherever you're at, whether you want to start off with a sample or people come to us and they're like, I want the biggest kit that I can afford because they've done their research and they know they heard our stories, they've seen our transformations rather, and people are ready. You're right, it's a different time, and I think it's important to continuously educate, especially how this doTERRA membership works, because a lot of people like to say we're just another marketing, what is it, the MLM, and we're just not. Like, we are moms, we are, you know, first and foremost, our families are most important. We have these valuable tools that I have to share. So if somebody's complaining about something that they have going on, or, you know, is stressed out and there's no solutions or whatever, try this out. You never know. And time again, I mean, they work 100% of the time, right, ladies? So that's why we're here, because we need them for us. They've been so transformative for our families, and we have to share, we have to get it out. So I think, you know, not putting so much pressure on ourselves to build a business and to have, I mean, we do have to work at everything that we have, or that we want rather, but, you know, just starting to use them, starting to order, starting to share as much as possible. I'm giving out lots of samples, making the bracelets, and then throwing the adaptive sample in there, and people are like, oh my gosh, I love this. So whatever way that works for you, you know, there's lots of different avenues to get these oils into homes. And Karen, you told me this years ago, you said it's a paradigm shift, because for so often we're used to going to over the counter or pharmaceuticals, and for us to get to a point, like you said, your husband and your daughter know, like, they asked for the oil. Same with my family, and it wasn't like that for a long time. Mm-hmm. It's because the continuous use, and just being, you know, my oils were hidden in the back, they were out of sight, out of mind, and now they're front and center where we can see them. And, you know, that's what I use to handle every single thing that comes our way. So
I have a friend who is a consultant with another company, and she posted on her Facebook the other day that her son came out of the pantry and said, Mommy, do we have anything in the pantry besides herbs and oils? And I was like, awesome.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we don't need anything else in life besides herbs.
No, I mean, herbs and oils.
Yeah. Karen, you posted today. Do you want to share that doTERRA always has promos? So there's always so much going on. We got the free product of the month. Every once in a while, they'll throw, you know, a 200 PV, and you get all this other fun stuff. But do you want to share what is going on with that $50? I saw you.
Yeah. So anyone who signs up during the month of July and makes an order, you will get $50 in free doTERRA money to spend as you want the following month.
Right.
So you make your order this month, they'll put 50 points in, and then you can spend those 50 points however you please. So it kind of pays, it pays for your membership and your shipping. So it's really in oils. It pays it in oils. So it's kind of a perfect time to get your own membership. And then what that gets you is a 25% discount off of the retail price. So you get wholesale price for all of your oils. And then you can sign up. So if you wanted to do the loyalty orders, then you can start getting additional money back. So like Leanne said, anything that I order every month, they put an additional 30% of free oils in my bag. So every Christmas, I have about $500 in there, and that's how I do Christmas. And I usually, I do.
I don't save. I spend them every single month.
Nah.
How many points do I have this month, and what can I get for free?
That's funny.
That's a good idea to save it, but
Yeah.
I like
No,
free stuff. What can I tell
all
you?
the teacher gifts, all my colleague gifts, everything.
Good idea.
Yeah, everything in one. So, and then sometimes I'll throw a big, like a make and take or something like that at Valentine's Day so we can make homemade gifts. But yeah, that's what I do. And I love having all that cash in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that must feel like Christmas. Well, it is Christmas time, you said that you do it, so it's like extra Christmas time.
Yeah, and it's super helpful. It's super helpful.
Especially when you want something and it's kind of expensive, but
yeah, absolutely. If I need helichrysum, I think the only thing I haven't bought, I believe I have every single oil except for the Rose Absolute and the Blue Tansy. Those are the only two I don't have. And I should, the Rose, I'm fine with the diluted rose, the roll-on rose. I'm pretty good with that. And I use rose water.
I think I am going to save my points to get the rose, though, because I'm obsessed.
Are you?
Because then I can make it last for years,
Yeah.
I have the rose roll-on, and I mean, look at that. It's only a tiny, well, I don't know if you can see, but just a teeny tiny bit in there. And I was like, it is more economical to get and it's what retails for 200 or 275, something crazy. So maybe I'll save my points for a couple months and get that.
Does it really smell like
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful, gorgeous.
You've not smelled rose?
No.
Come over right now. Come right now. It like literally, my son Alex, my 11-year-old, has been asking for rose because at night we do a little ritual. We try every night and put the oils and do our own little family thing. And I did rose yesterday, and he was like, "Can I have some rose on my wrist again? That is so nice." I was like, "I know, right? It's one of the best." But you mentioned helichrysum because I'm a cheapskate. I'm not buying. I've never bought frankincense. Like the first oil I got with my points was helichrysum because I'm too cheap. And I'm like,
those head boo-boos though, and our kids knock their heads all the time.
Helichrysum is necessary. Oh, we need to do, I was thinking of this when I was cooking, and I don't know if I should be saying on here, but I mean, it's fine. We need to do a first aid topic because of that. Because when you have a situation that happens, like literally every mom should have helichrysum on hand. That oil is amazing. I've seen it. My daughter was climbing the fence. She slipped and her teeth went through the bottom, not all the way, the bottom right here. And she was bleeding a lot. As you know, mouth and head injuries bleed a lot. And I put the helichrysum on there. I just rubbed it, and then I put the Correct X. And literally, like I could see the blood start to clot. It was stopped. That's what helichrysum does. It will immediately stop bleeding. So that one is super important to have on hand. And I've been using that in the natural sunblock, and we have not got burnt. The sun has not damaged our skin, and we are in that sun all the time now. So I really feel like it is the helichrysum because it's super healing. It's healing on contact.
See, I bought the Immortal for the helichrysum. And the other components in the Immortal for healing and scarring because of Callie's scar. But then I started using it on my foot after surgery, and my foot, between the infection I had with tea tree oil, oregano, and then lavender, my doctor didn't even want to know what I used. He's like, "What did you use?" I said, "I did not use anything over the counter." He said, "I don't even want to know." He said, "But it looks awesome." And that's,
he should want to know.
I know. But I've been
ridiculous.
If we lived on the West Coast, that doctor would be like, "Oh yeah, don't check now."
It's
different. It's
He's
different.
like 28 years old. So, and not married. So, but the Immortal, the Immortal has really helped with my scarring on my foot. And and my shoulder. And mine. Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's real.
Yeah.
That one's a powerhouse because that's not diluted at all. That's all like those are all the most powerful oils in its full
Yep.
form. So I put
Yep.
it on my face every day, and it really helps. I feel like sunspots and age spots just go away magically with that. I erase them away.
I've been using it on those sunspots and my melasma.
Yeah, I was getting that too. That's me and Renee both. And so I was like, we had just got that Immortel free. And I was like, she was asking, we were talking about it because we were like, all this sun, it's starting to have some effects, even with the sunblock and everything. But that has been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And just keeping the whole face just like blemish free and balanced, right?
Yeah.
I got a question that came through text. Can you talk about the Pursue convention? Never attended. Not sure if it's for everyone or advocates only. Off topic, I know that's all right. We are queens of off topic. I've never been to convention, and if I'm not mistaken, Karen, have you heard, Laren? It's only online this year, right?
Yeah.
$6 online. Mm-hmm.
I have ordered convention and it's worth every penny.
Yeah, you say that all the time.
It's amazing.
I want to go in person one day.
Me too.
We will be there, girls. We'll be there.
Will.
But
it's the first week of the school year every year. I don't get that.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah. Who knows if we'll ever have school again anyway? So we'll make time for convention, right? I know. We're not even going there tonight. That's off topic. But
our school board meeting is tonight.
Oh, is it?
It is. Yeah.
But the convention backpack, they posted that the other day. There's a backpack and like 5 things in the backpack for $60. And I think alone, just that $60, and it's worth it. I mean, I'll be working, but
I think if you can afford to attend and you have the time, I say do it because.
Or get one membership and then have some gatherings.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
You don't have to. Yeah. They do watch the number of IP addresses, so it's not like you can order it and then share it all around because they do watch that, but you certainly can.
Yeah. I'm down. I'd watch it with anyone who would want to do it because.
And now we're going to kind of be in a row when I move.
Yeah.
Or a little triangle because I'll be much closer.
Yeah, good. I'm happy. Yeah, you'll be this way.
I'll be on the other side of 95.
Exactly. I would definitely look into it. The convention, because you're going to have a lot of testimonials, a lot of knowledge, a lot of science. Karen, what else from the past? What are valuable about attending this convention?
So testimonials are always very motivating, but it's really the science for me. Yeah. Hearing Dr. Papa speak was beyond amazing. It's where I learned everything about the molecular size. I remember someone told me right away that essential oils were the lifeblood of plants, and there was a comparison, but there really isn't. And so they get rid of all of those just misinformation that's out there, and they also prove how they're different than other oil companies. And when they have their conferences and they show you what they're doing and how they're getting into the hospitals and how they are actually in several hospitals. There is a chemical, I don't remember what it's called, but when you're cut open from surgery, they'll put on this chemical so you won't be pulling blood into the area where they're doing their work. Yeah. And they've been using On Guard to stop that pool of blood. And Yeah, and it doesn't hurt the nerves and it doesn't hurt the cells, and the regeneration is much, much, much quicker. So there is a lot of things in research going on.
Yeah.
And then doTERRA is opening a series of clinics, and it hasn't come to DC yet. There's one in New York City. There's a couple on the East Coast.
Well, they have
I think New York City is the closest one to us. But it's a holistic clinic, and you can get a prescription there and you can get oils there. But when you go in with the sinus headache, they'll do the mug with the oregano and tea tree and peppermint and lemon for you to smell and to,
open all those,
help you open up and keep you away from things like steroids if you don't need those.
If we can avoid it, and if we have natural solutions that work faster, better, it's better for us. Absolutely.
Yep.
I had another question come in. Does the Immortelle work on old scars?
Yes,
scar, yeah.
it does. Yeah, absolutely. You can go ahead and even put those on stretch marks and things like that.
Yeah.
Post. It's really good because it does have the helichrysum. My son has a huge 17 stitches scar on his forehead, and he tells me 15, not 17. And by putting the Immortelle on there, the pediatrician told me the sun can really damage a scar like that, and so it needs extra suntan or sunscreen to protect it. And so putting that Immortelle on is fantastic. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. All right, ladies. Good stuff. I love this company, and I'm so excited to see, like, this is the time now because of the state of the world, right? Like, more and more people are open to this because it works. It works, and I am grateful to have options. I'm grateful to have, I just talked to my mom yesterday on the phone, like Eastern and Western medicine. They think I'm a real hippie and like don't even believe in doctors, and that's not even the case. Of course, I believe in doctors. Some of our mentors are doctors, doTERRA doctors. Those are the ones, like the science and the doctors. I'm like, yeah, those are our chicks. But it is an amazing time to start thinking about implementing these into your home. It's only gonna help you. For me, I know, like, helps me sleep better at night, knowing the protection that these oils provide on all levels. Yep. Any more questions or comments? Leanne or Karen, do you guys have anything else to add?
I'm good tonight.
Yeah, I think that's it, right?
Awesome.
If we go on vacation and we're ready to have everyone start their memberships and build their business with us, yay! But seriously, if you do have any questions, just reach out. We are always available to help. Don't ever think you are bothering us, because it's what we do. We are happy to help. Oh, I think I'm getting another. No, that's not. That's something else. But we are always available, and I will be posting this on the Yogini Square. That's just kind of our host right now, because that's where we have to put things. But contact Karen, contact Leanne, contact Renee, who's not here today, and we miss her. We miss you, Renee. She's got a lot of good, positive things going on in her life. All of us do, right?
Yay.
Good time. So let's keep on keeping on. Let's meet next week again, same time, same place. And Leanne, what are we talking about next week? Teen health.
We are talking about
digestive.
No.
No.
We're talking about the other things that doTERRA offers.
Oh,
just oils.
Yeah.
doTERRA is just not oils.
It's not just oils. So grab all your stuff from the house, like we talked about earlier, and we'll go a little bit more into detail about the other products and amazingness that doTERRA offers to us. So, ladies, as always, it's been a pleasure.
Yep. The week
Thanks,
after,
guys.
The week after is teen health.
Okay.
And then the week after that is digestive.
Okay. Because we had a little bit of a fluke last week and we gave, well, it was me. I gave the wrong address. And then anyway, we're just going to keep the ball rolling. Okay. So next week, same time, same place. Ladies,
Yep.
have a wonderful
Sounds great.
evening.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Good night.